So you're coming across as the Page of Wands. Crossing your path, we have the Knight of Swords. I see a message coming your way with this. Some of you are involved in a new venture, or you're taking a new approach to things. You might be seeing the world in a slightly different way that you haven't seen it before. This doesn't have to be fully conscious. Your mind right now might be ready to seek new opportunities in places that it might not otherwise seek them. With the Knight of Swords crossing your path, there's something about this that at first glance looks combative to me, some sort of a problem that comes up, but it turns out not to be a problem at all. He's quick, he's fast, he's charging, and he's moving in your direction. This might be something that's a little bit scary. There's something about this that makes me think of Uranus in astrology, which is associated with a problem that becomes an opportunity. So I'm seeing a little bit of that here. There might be something that's a little bit sudden, abrupt. This could be a new direction that you have to take. This could be news that you receive that maybe doesn't sound great at first. When you combine this Knight, which is charging in one direction, and the Page, which is moving comfortably in another direction, you're kind of going someplace new, a new angle, a new direction, a new perspective. You might be starting something new that you didn't expect to start. There's something that feels uncomfortable. It might even create a problem at first, but it potentially is leading to a new opportunity. Now, in the future, in the outcome, we've got the Three of Pentacles. Whatever tension that you feel at first, whatever discomfort that you have to deal with, it's a temporary thing. Remember, the Knight of Swords, he's quick. So this might be something that doesn't feel good at first, but it doesn't last very long. The Page is open to it. The Page is open to new experiences. The Page is eager to learn. You're going to be able to take things as they come. You're going to roll with the punches. That's what I see here. And the outcome being that Three of Pentacles, there's a new situation. There's a new circumstance. The tension resolves itself into something really nice. It's not entirely comfortable, but it's something to do. It's something that you can pour yourself into. And it's really something I'm seeing that you've been waiting for. The Page is young, inexperienced, eager to try his hand at something, eager to be taught. I see you here kind of being the proverbial student, and now you're getting the chance to learn something and you're ready for it. You're open to it. And that's good because this could lead to something more long-term. I could see some of you moving into a new place or moving into a new relationship. There is something new here that's coming out of a temporary setback or something uncomfortable. Now in the past, we have the Star, and the Star is major arcana. So that tells me one thing right away, that this Knight of Swords, which might represent a problem, is clashing with the Page, which represents you. And the Page, of course, is younger. The Knight outranks him. So this can be a problem or a dilemma or a situation that seems impossible to navigate at first, maybe. But with the Star, the major arcana trumps the Knight. The universe kind of has your back. That this Knight, this problem, whatever it is, this uncomfortable situation that presents itself, is actually some type of message from the universe. As you walk along your path, you're not really moving in the right direction. And with the Page here, I get the feeling that maybe a lot of you are waiting for a sign. And so there will be a sign, but it's not going to be what you expect. It's probably not going to be what you want either. But what that leads to is something not stable, but which can bring stability eventually. It leads you to a new phase that is exciting. There's a lot to do. With the Page, there's a sense here, that you're still learning, that you're ready to learn, that you are ready to go through schooling, through training to become something bigger. And the Three of Pentacles is that training. The card seems to represent an apprentice, or at the very least a young person at work. And he seems pleased. He seems excited about this opportunity, but even has the same stance as the Page. There's something about them that looks very similar. And like I said, with the Page, I'm really seeing a student. And so with this Three of Pentacles as an apprentice, I'm seeing a lot of you going through some sort of a training period. That could be metaphorical, that could be literal. This could be some of you entering school. This could be some of you entering a new phase of your life where you might have to seek out guidance from other people. The idea of guidance here is important because we do have the Star as a sort of driving energy here. Again, that's the universe kind of having your back. So the universe is guiding you, but in the process of this, with you being the Page, young and inexperienced, you need to seek guidance. You need to seek people who have authority, people that know what they're doing. So whatever it is that you guys are getting involved in, it's going to be very important for you to remain humble about what you know and open to input from anywhere that you might receive it, even from unexpected places. 10 of Pentacles. So obviously, you're the Three of Pentacles. That's your outcome. The advice is the 10 of Pentacles. This really ties back to what I was saying about seeking guidance from somebody that knows what they're doing, somebody that has a better foundation. So let's say some of you are starting a new job. Find the people that know what they're doing and really try to learn from them. There's an indication here that you might even become the 10 of Pentacles yourself. You might become the person that other people look up to. With the star in the background and the page of wands, I would imagine that this is going to be something creative and passionate for the most part. You might have this passion or this interest that needs to be developed. And so even though we're talking about work, I'm just using that as a metaphor for the pentacles. The pentacles are anything concrete. And so this would be the practical realization of a creative project if you've had one. Or this could be the first steps towards enacting something that you feel passionate about. For some of you, it will be, astrology. You want to learn more about it. You want to be an astrologer, right? Something that you feel passionate about. For some of you, it'll be cooking. Whatever it is, there's something here that I feel is creative, but I also feel that it matters a lot to you. We have the star. The star is something that means a lot to you. It's some higher version of yourself. And it's also the universe. It's the universe trying to get you on the right path, something that is more resonant with who you really are. What I'm trying to convey here is that there's something in you that is who you're supposed to be. And I'm seeing here with the star that the universe wants to bring that out of you a little bit more. The Three of Pentacles as the outcome is not the full realization of your potential. It's just the beginning. So I don't see this as being really even a major event, but I'm definitely seeing something kind of shocking, kind of maybe uncomfortable, waking you up to get on the path that you need to be on. And that there's going to be, with the Ten of Pentacles, some sort of a mentor, but this is probably somebody that's been where you've been before. It could even represent a group of people, or an organization could be important, maybe a team. But the idea here is that you're going to be getting a little bit of help, and that some of this is going to be uncomfortable, but all of it is the universe trying to jolt you out of the life that you've been in and get you into something new. Now, this is kind of important because I know with Sagittarius, depending on what your rising sign is, Uranus is now shifting into Gemini, right? For some of you, it's going to be the first house. For some of you, it's going to be the 8th house. For some of you, it's going to be the 10th house. Uranus changing signs is going to be like electricity in the air, especially in Gemini. Uranus is very happy in Gemini. It's really going to be kicking a lot of things into gear very quickly. And so I see that happening with some of you here, possibly with something deeply emotional, deeply meaningful, deeply spiritual to you. We're going to pull one more card just to see if there's any final message for Sagittarius. All right, well, as I was trying to shuffle the cards, we got Justice. That's a jumper, so I always put that off to the side. We will consider it, but it's not going to be our final card. One final card for Sagittarius, a parting message, something that they need to know. Well, we got the Judgment card. You know what? I always think of the Justice card and the Judgment card as being very much related. It's not just because they sound the same, but there is this idea of a decision, right? With Justice, something is coming to a close. Ideally, justice is what you get at the end of a trial, right? We hope for justice when somebody hurts us. And Judgment, of course, is related to that. Because what do you do at the end of a trial? The gavel falls, the judge speaks. So what I'm seeing here is the end of a chapter, the end of an ordeal. It's time to wake up. And I want to point out, these are two major arcana cards, just like the star. So the energy behind you is major arcana, and your final message is two major arcana cards, both dealing kind of with the conclusion of something, some sort of decision, something final. I'm seeing here some type of announcement. I'm thinking that for a lot of you, that there's going to be a definite marker. Something's going to happen that physically signals that you're starting a new page. I mean, just look at that Judgment card for a moment. Look at how dynamic it looks. These corpses are waking up under the power of the angel who is blasting his trumpet. This is like a sign that you can't ignore. So I am seeing that a lot of you are going to be feeling that at the very least, but many of you are going to be actually seeing something, dealing with something, a big change that is noticeable. It's possible that this Knight of Swords, which I initially said was some type of a problem or dilemma or some type of news, is going to be related to this. The Judgment is announcing something. Justice is deciding something. And the Knight is kind of like the figure that is driven by these higher ideals. So this could be somebody physically telling you something, somebody physically coming into your life to change something. This might be an event that turns everything around. So I'm beginning to wonder now how important and how significant this Knight of Swords is going to be. It might actually be much more intense than I first assumed. Look at the way that the Justice is holding her sword, and it's almost like that Knight is now using it against you. Some of you might need to be thinking, is there something that I've done that hasn't been admirable, that hasn't been noble? Have I been living my life in a way that's less than ideal? Is there a reason that I should be judged for something? And it's possible that You will be, and it's going to be uncomfortable. Now, don't be frightened by this because, again, the Star is behind you and the Three of Pentacles is ahead of you. With that Ten of Pentacles, this is going to inevitably lead to a shift in a direction that it might require a lot of energy from you. It might require a lot of work. You might suddenly feel as though you don't have a lot of time for everything that you want to do. I mean, consider how that page, he just looks at ease. He's just kind of going out for a walk. That's what it looks like. He's just kind of taking it easy, moving along at his own pace. That Knight of Swords, by comparison, he's rushing. It's like the speed, the tempo of life is changing. And then look at that Three of Pentacles. I said before that it looks a lot like the page, right? The figure there working. It's like all of a sudden this page who is dressed up in his nice clothes and taking it easy and going out for his walk, he's now hunched over and he's in workman's clothes and he looks a little bit more rushed. So I'm seeing here that there might be a change in the tempo of life for a lot of you. With that Ten of Pentacles, you are going to be getting some help from people that know what they're doing, mentors, people that want to look out for you. So I don't think you should be afraid, but it is going to be something that maybe you need to start preparing for. If there are things that you've been kind of putting off, you should think about getting those done now, because it might be the case that, in a few weeks, you might not have the time. Life is changing. Life is speeding up. Look at that Judgment card. It looks like things are going to start happening really quickly. You might not have a lot of time to keep up. You might have to be a little bit more diligent about identifying what you need to do and then just taking care of it as soon as you can. For a lot of you, I'm seeing a lot of excitement though. You're not going to be unhappy. It's a sign that you've been waiting for. You are going to be receiving it. It might not feel like it at the time, but keep in mind that when the universe sends signs, sometimes they come in the most unexpected packages. So keep your eyes peeled. It looks like something is coming your way. There might be a sense of fate and a fatedness to things all of a sudden. Maybe it's like your eyes open and you suddenly realize, this is what I need to do. But you're also moved against your will into something new. And that isn't necessarily bad. Three of Pentacles is a positive card, but you definitely feel yourself kind of thrust into something. I think look to the future with bright eyes because we've got the Star at our backs. The universe is guiding us forward. All right, and that is all I have for you today, Sagittarius. It is midnight, so it's time for me to go get some sleep. If this reading resonated with you, please make sure to hit that like. And if you appreciate readings like this, think about subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, and it also helps push this video to more people who might need to hear this message. All right, and now I must go to bed. Thank you for spending some time with me, Sagittarius. You guys take it easy. I will catch you guys next time.